When my family moved to Southwest Detroit back in 1991, things were interesting here, but they were a little bit rough. There was a lot of automatic gunfire, there was graffiti, both those things manifesting gang activity, illicit drug activity, and it's taken us a while to get a handle on things. There really hasn't been a silver bullet, but one crucial piece has been the contribution of living arts. My experience with living arts began over a decade ago when my daughter began dancing with Southwest Dance. It provides not only a great place for children to come and have terrific activity, but it provides a place for the community to come together and support them in that activity. We know when our kids are engaged with living arts that they're safe. And that's one of the things that's helped make the neighborhood safe. Southwest Detroit has always been a place where people walk around, but within the last few years we feel a little safer walking around. And part of that, no doubt, is because there are children that are engaged and have been engaged now for years in some very positive activity. But the most important thing that Living Arts does is that it shows the children that they belong to us. They are part of the community.
Before I started taking Southwest Dance during my 9th grade year, I was always really sort of a creatively oriented person. I always really liked reading and writing, and though at the same time I had problems with things that weren't easy for me. I liked to be challenged in areas I felt comfortable. I didn't like to try and go for things that I wasn't already good at. And I just wasn't that outgoing. I liked talking to people, but I wasn't very good at approaching people. I would always wait for people to approach me. So I'd take advantage of things that came to me, but I didn't really go and reach for things very often. You're being taught professional choreography by professional choreographers, and you're performing on stage. It's not much more that you can ask for besides being on TV. And I'd like to point out that Southwest Dance was recently on TV. The teachers are really motivational, they work with you, but they at the same time, they push you. I was approached and asked if I wanted to assistant teach the kids hip-hop class. I was really excited for it because I really like dance, I like kids. Just to be considered for a position like that really made me feel accomplished as a student, and it made me feel accomplished as a person. So it was a really great honor, and it gave me a lot of satisfaction in the program to know that just something like this was even available. People talk about things like stage fright, nervousness, how you get up on stage and worry that you'll just freeze up or something. But through this sense of motivation and these really good tips from people who have been in choreographed routines before, like they tell you, if you miss something, just pick up where the music is right now. Don't go back and try to recover. Just pick up where you are right then and just keep going. When you get up there, you feel that tension, but you don't feel it blocking you. You feel it pushing you. So they're giving you this sense that if I work hard at something that's difficult, eventually I'll be able to get it. It won't get easier, I'll just get better at handling it.
Before the El Arte program started in our classroom, we had early 3-year-olds, and they were just emerging on their social skills.
The wonderful thing is that they are learning through the process. They don't know that. They're having fun, but they're learning.
We can act it out. We can have the children place themselves in those stories and be able to make movements, use masks, maybe have a puppet.
They're singing, but they are learning many words. They're learning to express themselves. They are learning emotions. They are learning how to interact with other people, how to work collaboratively.
And we have Anaya, who came into the classroom pretty early, a 3-year-old, but had expanded vocabulary.
Her interaction with other kids was not very good. She didn't have any patience for other kids. She knew the answer. She got a little bored because we had to wait for everyone. And at the end, you see an Anaya that is trying to put everyone together.
And her enthusiasm also went off to other children. She would grab another child's hand. She would encourage them, hey, let's do this.
And instead of being, I have the answer, is, oh, Henry hasn't had a chance. Oh, Alex hasn't had a chance. And since I know, I help the other kids, and we all become a group that we're singing and we're listening to the story.
She's learned how to get along with, her friends and friends outside of the school, and it just amazed me, you know.
Without the Living Arts program, it would leave me as an educator as being stagnant. I'm one of those teachers that likes new ideas, likes to look at other ways of allowing children to learn and be creative.
So the whole purpose is that El Arte, it's not only coming to these classrooms for a period of time. El Arte, it's living this with them. El Arte, it's trying to live this with the teacher and with the kids and with their families.
I want to thank all of the folks at Living Arts, whether they've been engaged in dance or whether they've been in the classrooms. Whatever they've been doing has been absolutely important to the improvement and the living conditions that we've been trying to work on here, that we find so challenging here in Detroit. They're doing an absolutely wonderful job.